to week number 11 on our Insiders Football Contest. And last week, Terry, I think I did pretty good.
You know, you did all right. I mean, you've been doing all right all week, all contest long. You got 7 right.
Yay!
Dave got 7, and I got a 7, I think, for the second time only this season. So for me, that was a great result. I've been struggling to break 500. So on other news, we all 3 picked Wyoming to win and cover, and that was a good one. We all 3 took the Giants. That was a bad one. We all 3 took the Steelers. We were actually, of the 3 that we teamed up on, we were 2 for 3. That's not bad.
That's not bad. Hey, we'll take that.
Any day.
And you know what? And here's the funny part. Okay, so Davey's been hot when he's been betting lately, but he hasn't been betting on just the teams on the contest, on other ones. So I'm going to start getting my picks from Davey, folks, right now. Right? He's on a winning streak. So we're going to cover the first 3 college games here, Terry. So start us off.
Okay, so we got 3. We have Navy playing at Notre Dame. Real interesting game. You've got number 23 ranked Navy going to Notre Dame, getting 9.5 points. Notre Dame is ranked 6th in the country. Notre Dame's record straight up is 7-2. Navy is 7-1. But if you kind of dig into it, Navy lost to number 18 Memphis. It's the only ranked opponent they played. And Notre Dame lost to number 4.
Memphis is a good team.
Yeah, I think
I'm saying that. So the competition thus far, I can't see the point spread being that high. Notre Dame lost at Georgia and they lost at Michigan. Got blown out by Michigan. They had a close game against Georgia. So both teams have lost to only ranked opponents. So I don't know. Now you've got 2 ranked opponents playing each other. Somebody's going to have to win or lose. I like Navy with the points here.
Well, let me help you on your decision making here, Terry.
Is it going to change my mind?
No, it's actually going to enforce what you're saying here. Notre Dame, folks, is 7-1 against the spread in home games this year, and against teams with a winning record. So that's strong for Notre Dame fans. But Navy is 11-2 against the spread at Notre Dame, and the road team is 19-5 against the spread. For that reason, folks, I'm taking the 9.5 and the midshipman.
Well, make it 3 of us. In the Navy, you can sail the 7 seas. I'm going to Navy 9.5. They'll cover. They play Notre Dame tough every year. Look for a high-scoring game, too.
Navy could even upset. They could win this game.
Yeah.
So
The 7 C's, Davey says. I like that.
Our next game is Minnesota. Minnesota, one of my losers last week because I went against them. I took Penn
Oh,
State,
yeah,
for
and
sure,
Davey,
but
I did text him, Terry, to let him know that, wrong pick. Of course, he didn't respond.
Yeah. Put that in junk mail. We got the number 8 Minnesota Golden Gophers going to the number 20 Iowa. What do we call
The
it?
Hawkeyes.
The Hawkeyes. This one doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Iowa's 6-3 on the season. They are the 3.5-point favorite, ranked number 20 in the country. Again, looking at Iowa, they lost to Michigan, Penn State, and Wisconsin, so they've lost to every ranked opponent they've played. Minnesota's undefeated, and the only ranked opponent is Penn State from last week, and they won. I guess you can maybe enlighten me, but I already know I'm taking Minnesota in this game.
Well, let me give
I
you
don't
some
see
stuff
why.
that's going to help you with that decision. Okay, so obviously, folks, the Golden Gophers are getting no respect from the bettors, the odds makers, or the people that rank these teams. Iowa is 1-4 against the spread, following a straight-up loss, which they lost last week, 24-22, to the Wisconsin Badgers. Now, Minnesota, well, they're 3-1 against the spread at Iowa. They are 8-2-4 against the spread as a road game against a team versus a winning record. So Iowa has a winning record. I love the Golden Gophers in this. I loved them last week. They're going to win this game outright this week.
Boy, I hate to ruin this show, but I got to go with you guys. Every once in a while, it's going to be boring with us always agreeing. But
We won't agree on the next one, I'm sure of that.
anyway, I got to go Minnesota here as well. Every once in a while, there's a Cinderella team that pops out of nowhere, and it seems like this is it. I can't duck them now. But then again, you got to worry about it. Emotional win after beating Penn State. But still, I'm going to take them because they're getting points.
Getting points. Again, the spread does not make sense to me.
No, I agree with you.
Could be a sucker bet.
I know it. That's the only thing I'm worried about. But I still like Minnesota.
Okay, next game we got Stanford going to my Washington State Cougars. Cougars are favored by 10.5. I don't understand.
I
how or
don't get
why.
that spread at all.
Both teams are 4-5 on the season. Washington State's only 1-5 in conference. We were a 7 or 8 point favorite last week against Cal. Went down there and lost. I don't see where the point spread comes from. I wouldn't bet on this, but you guys know I'm going to take Washington State.
Shocker.
Because I won't go against them, but I do not like this game at all. I don't like that point spread. We should be a 3.5 point favorite at best.
Terry, let me help put your mind at ease a little bit here. Okay? Stanford folks are 0-4 against the spread versus Washington State. They're 0-3-1 against the spread with a team with a losing record, hence your Cougars. Now Washington State, conversely, is 7-2 against the spread versus a team with a losing record, which is Stanford. I hate giving 10.5 points because they're not playing well this year, but I'm going to take the Cougars of Washington State.
Wow.
You ain't gonna believe this.
You're going that way too?
Well, Stanford stinks.
They're
Washington State
horrible.
has a great offensive attack. I can see them maybe covering the
Stanford is
spread.
3-4 in the Pac-12, so they've got the 3 Pac-12 wins.
Yeah, but I think they played the bottom of the barrel,
Yeah,
didn't
but
they?
so did we. So they beat UCLA, who we let come back and beat us in an embarrassment game.
Yeah,
So
that
it
was-
32
Don't
points
get me
lead.
wrong, and I don't want to hurt your feelings, but Washington State does stink as well. But I'm going to still take it. I just don't. I'm still going to take it.
Okay, so
At least Washington State can score. Their problem is they never have a defense.
Yeah.
Team.
if they can stop Stanford. But anyways, so that's it for the 3 college games. We're in agreement. Navy, Minnesota, and Washington State. That's hard to believe. I don't think that's ever happened before.
No, this is the first time ever I can ever remember. So, folks, that's going to do it for segment number 1. In case you couldn't tell, we're broadcasting from our workout room here because our banquet room is taken up. Well, when we come back, folks, we're going to with segment 2. Terry, Dave, and myself, we're going to cover the first 4 pro games on the docket. Welcome back, folks, to segment number 2. And Terry, well, one of the best teams in football and the reigning champs leads it off.
So we've got the 8-1 Patriots going to the Eagles, the 5-4 Eagles. They are a 3.5 point favorite. I think the Patriots were off last week.
Yeah.
They lost the week before Baltimore, so they're coming off a
Both
rest.
teams were.
Both teams are off on a bye. Okay, that makes that even. 3.5 point favorite. Boy, I just have to. I think the Patriots, after the loss to Baltimore, they're going to come back and win this game. I know it's against your Eagles at home, and they've been playing better, but 3.5 almost doesn't seem like enough. I would expect that spread to be closer to the 7 point number.
So you're going to take the
I'm taking
Patriots?
the Patriots.
Well, I'm sure Davey's going to take the Eagles, so let me help Davey out here with a little bit on his decision-making process. Folks, the Eagles are 4-1 against the spread versus the Patriots. And the Patriots, well, they're 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 meetings straight up with the Eagles. And the road team is 11-4, though, against the spread. So it's a little weird that way. Patriots minus 3.5. I'm going with my theory. I'm taking the best quarterback. I'm taking Tom Brady and the Patriots.
Okay, I am taking Eagles this week. Let me finish here. If there's one team that could beat them, it's the Eagles. I'll tell you why. Eagles have a problem with a quarterback that can run. Anybody can get outside the pocket and buy time. They struggle against. Brady can't do that. Just like their last couple wins over the Bears, bingo. The Bills, bingo. Immobile quarterbacks. Eagles win. They win the game. They can beat Belichick.
All right.
There you go.
In Philadelphia, no less.
Yeah, that's true.
Next game, we got the Ophir Bungles against the 5-4 Raiders. Raiders are 10.5 point favorite in this game. I don't see the line. I can see them being the favorite, but 10.5 seems just like a little too much. But there's no way I'm taking the Bungles. So I got to take the Raiders right out of the bat here. I don't like the point spread, but the Bengals are the worst team in the NFL right now.
Yep, and I have to admit, and of course everybody knows that's my favorite team. So let me help all you Raider fans out there right now. The home team, which is the Raiders, is 4-1 against the spread in this series. And the favorite is also 4-1 against the spread. And the Bengals, well, they're 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games. But that's going to turn around. We're going to cover this 10.5. I'm taking the Cincinnati Bengals.
10.5 is a tough number.
I'll be honest. I only put this on here to help everyone's grades out. Last week was bad.
Dave's told me that 4 times already.
So I can't go against what I originally set out to do. I'll take the Raiders. But if there's one team who could screw this up, it is the Raiders. Give it to them.
Yeah,
I'm still going to take it.
Wait, and you hate Gruden.
I don't hate the rest of the team, though. I just don't like Yeah.
Okay, the next game we've got the 6-3. This is one of the better games on the contest. We have the 6-3 Texans going to the 7-2 Ravens, Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are a 4.5-point favorite here.
Well, I tell you what, I don't trust either quarterback. I know that the Lamar Jackson had a big day last week, big deal. And
no, he was not Lamar. That's
no, isn't he?
It's Lamar.
Yeah, it's Lamar Jackson.
I'm
He's the
thinking
quarterback.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, he's the quarterback for the Ravens, and then
Oh, that's right. So Deshaun Watson, I'm getting.
yeah, he's for the Texans. Okay, and he's been up and
He's
down
on the
this
other
year.
side. He had a bye, so they've had a week to prepare for this game.
So the Ravens are 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 home games. Okay, now the Texans are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games against the Ravens. I think the Ravens are overrated. I'll take the Texans plus 4.5, and I'll take a winner chicken dinner on that one.
Okay, I like the Texans as well, just because of the points. I think Deshaun Watson's been playing well. He's had a week to rest. They're going to have a hard time containing him. I think the Ravens are better than we think, though. They've won 5 in a row. After they won 2, lost 2, and then they've won 5 in a row to get to 7-2, including that big win over the Patriots.
Yeah.
So Dave, who are you going on?
I'll tell you what, I'm going to take the Ravens here. I'll tell you why. I think the Ravens are going to the Super Bowl out of the AFC.
What?
Ravens are going to the Super Bowl out of the AFC. It's not going to be New England. I'll go on record right now. I know it won't be New England this year.
That's a tough call.
I'm going to take the Ravens over the Texans. Better defense, quarterback's just as good or better. I don't know, he's a ding on him because they say he can't throw, but he could throw. I'm going to take the Ravens at home, but then again, they're coming off a big win, but still I'm going to take them.
All right.
Okay, so we have a little descent there. Next game, the last game in this segment, the Saints are going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Saints are 7-2, Buccaneers 3-6. Saints are a 5.5-point favorite on this contest. The point spread doesn't seem high enough based on the records. But what happened to the Saints last week?
They got shellacked.
That's the biggest upset this season in the NFL. They were a 14.5-point favorite at Atlanta. They lost the game outright. That's one I'd like to have back.
Well, let me tell you,
on the
Terry,
Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons.
If you're a Saints fan, folks,
That
the
was Drew
favorite.
Brees' first game back too. So
Yeah,
you would've thought,
but he doesn't play defense.
No, it was the second game back, wasn't it?
No, it was his first.
Wow.
first starting.
So Saints are 6-0 against the spread following a loss of 14 points or more. Well, guess what? They lost by more than 14 points last week.
Was it?
Yeah.
They didn't cover the spread.
No, they lost by more than 14 points last week.
So was it? Yeah.
So,
I guess
and then the
it's 9
favorite is
27.
5-2 against the spread in this series, and the Buccaneers are 5-2 as a home team against the spread. But I don't care. Jameis Winston stinks. I'll take Drew Brees anytime. I'm going for the Saints.
I'm going to have to take the Saints as well, just the bounce back. I don't know what happened to them last week. Did Atlanta really have that good a game, or they just were out of sync? I didn't see the game, but boy, that was a head
Shocker.
scratcher.
I'm going to go Bucks here. Bucks is a favorite. I made a mistake of taking him last week. Big mistake. But as a dog at home, I look for a close game. Saints have no defense. You can pass on him all day, and he's good. He's a good passer. I think they get beat. They keep it within 5.5. I'm going to take the Bucks.
Okay, you're talking about Jameis Winston, the same guy that threw 3 interceptions
He
2
can
weeks
line it up
ago?
sometimes, yes.
Okay, all
I
right.
think they keep it close.
You heard it, folks. So that's going to end it for segment number 2. When we come back, we're going to cover the last 3 games, and then Dave, Terry, and myself will give you our best picks of the week. Welcome back, folks, to segment number 3 here. And, boy, this is a strange game, this first one, Terry. I think it's a tough game.
So we got the 4-5 Jaguars going to the 5-4 Colts. We just talked about the Saints in the last segment being the biggest upset of the season. One of the second biggest upsets is the Dolphins beat the Colts last week at
We all
the
had the
Colts.
Dolphins.
And
so
you
we
know
all
what?
seen it.
Wasn't that my best bet of the week?
It was. I
Well,
remember.
because of the point spread. I didn't expect them to lose the game. The Colts were an 11.5-point favorite last week. They lost the game outright.
But I think I said that don't be surprised if they win the game.
It's a good pick.
Good pick.
Yeah.
We all 3 took it, so we seen something there, but I didn't see the defeat. So now we got the Jaguars. Again, Gardner Minshew has
He's out now.
He's done all
Foles
right.
is in.
Yeah.
Foles is back
Nick
in.
Foles is back. Now, they had the week
He was
off last
probably
week.
right, because the Jaguars' last game
Right.
Gardner played was not very good. So
Yeah.
does Foles make enough of a difference here? I think he does. I don't see the Colts at 5-4 with their performance last week deserve to be the favorite really at all. But I'll take the 3.5 for the Jags.
I think
Is
that
Brissett playing for the Colts this week? He didn't play last week, and that makes a big difference. But
I don't know. I think
Don't know
Hoyer's
either.
playing.
Where's who was in last?
You know,
Hoyer's-
but anyways, folks, the Colts, the favorite in this series has been 11-5 against the spread, and the Colts are the favorite. I don't care. The Jaguars are 7-0, won against the spread in their last 8 meetings. They're 3-0, won against the spread in Indianapolis. I'm going to take Nick Foles, the Super Bowl winning quarterback, and on the Jaguars.
I am too. I'm thinking the Jags just because of Nick Foles. He does make a big difference. He's 10 times better than Gardner Minshew. I'm just saying, I'm going to Jags. I watched the Colts last week. Without that Brissett, they're terrible. That Hoyer's terrible. Jaguars.
Okay, so that's 4 that we agree on. So
Wow.
next game we got the Falcons going to the Panthers. Panthers are a 6.5 point favorite. Panthers 5-4 on the season. Falcons with that big win last week against New Orleans at 2-7. So the question is, did they right the ship, or did because the Falcons, nobody would have thought they would be 2-7 at this point in the season. They were better on paper than they performed so far. Have they put it together, and can they run with the Panthers, or was that just a fluke?
Panthers should have won that game last week. They came up short.
Well, no, I'm talking about the Falcons.
Yeah, I know, but the Panthers should have won. They should have been a little higher. But since Kyle Allen has taken over, that team is 5-2 under his leadership. See you, Cam Newton. I didn't like you to begin with, so I'm happy as heck that you're out. The favorite in this series is 4-1 against the spread, and the Falcons are 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games in Carolina. No brainer for me. Carolina Panthers.
I think the Falcons are over their head beating the Saints. Like I said, Saints don't have the defense. You can pass through them. I got to go Panthers here, especially in Carolina. They're tough to beat. I'm going to take Carolina.
And I'm going to take the Falcons just because it's the only one that can be on the opposite side. I'm going to pair up on another game here. So, okay,
What a great theory.
last game we got the Cowboys, the 5-4 Cowboys going to 3-5-1 Lions. They are a 3.5 point favorite on the road. This is a coin toss for me. So let's hear what your stats tell us.
All right, so the underdog in this series is 4-1 against the spread, and that means the Lions. But I don't know if Stafford's playing because he broke some bones in his back, so I don't know if he's
I
playing.
doubt he plays.
The Cowboys, the road team, is 4-1 against the spread. I don't like Dak Prescott that much. I don't think he's that good, but I'm going to take the Cowboys and give the 3.5.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to take the Lions. I don't just because I hate the Cowboys. So
And they're in your division.
Again, the coin's coming down on my brain on the Cowboys, but I don't like this game. It will not be something I would pick for best bet.
All right, well, who are you taking for your best bet then, Tara?
I got to go back up to the college, but again, maybe it's a sucker bet. But Minnesota, that line just seems completely backwards. They should be 3 to 5 point favorite at Iowa. Iowa would be 6-3 and not being able to beat a top 25 opponent, whereas Minnesota just came off a big win over Penn State. So it could be a trap, but I like Minnesota.
All right. I too like Minnesota, but I'm not going to take that as my best bet because I want to make sure that everybody has a chance to make money. I'm going to take the New Orleans Saints as my best bet,
Come back.
and they're going to right the ship this week.
I'm going to take in the Navy. You can sail the 7
In
seas.
the Navy, the 7 seas. I love that.
Absolutely.
I like that one. I like the first 2 college games. I don't like the third one, but I like our picks.
No, I don't like your Cougars at all, but I took them.
So did I. We're sucking up.
Yeah, we are sucking up to the boss. We have to. Hey, folks, I want to thank everybody for coming out last week. We had a huge crowd last week for a great game that went into overtime. This week, we have the Chiefs and the Chargers, 2 West Coast teams, or pretty close to West, Kansas City. 2 teams with a winning record. We're going to have plenty of giveaways. It's going to be a great time. Come on out and enjoy us. Also, don't forget, folks, we have our Presents Under the Tree promotion going on right now. So every time you play, make sure you get your ticket stub for your chance to win. Well, we got a 65-inch Samsung high-definition TV, a 50-inch TV, Apple EarPods, Echo shows. We got all kinds of good stuff. So Come on out, folks. Dave, you got anything else you need to say?
No,
So Monday night's game is from Mexico.
Oh, it is?
So that's the interesting.
Oh, I
thing.
didn't even know
Playing
that.
From Mexico.
Oh, interesting.
Any Mexican treats out
I
here
don't
we can
know.
give
I don't
away
know.
here?
Yeah, really. We got to talk to
See
Anton.
what we can do.
All right, folks. For Dave, Terry, and myself, goodbye, everybody.